This is Janet. Welcome, Janet Rangi here. Welcome to my video. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy this video. This topic for me today is interesting. I love it. I love it. Okay, come on in. Before we go, tomorrow is Monday. Some of you it's already Monday. Enjoy your week. I wish you well wherever you are. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Okay. If you come in the comment section, I love your comments. Okay, where is my glasses? I feel them sliding. Sorry. Today's topic is decoding the embassy. Every time I do this topic, I get a lot of interest. And so I always say I'll do these topics more often, but I forget about them. Decoding the embassy, we want to get the visa because most of us, we go to see the embassy without any plans. You have to be able to read minds. And I'm not saying everyone should be a psychic. And the title today or the image will not scare you. Janet is not a psychic by any means. I'm not a witch. Okay, I don't believe in shadows, but I'm just going to tell you we need to know the shadows of this embassy. Okay, the answers are in the shadows. That is where we find answers, because some of us, we just go to the embassy without knowing how to read minds. You have to have the ability to read minds so you can react accordingly. Welcome. I don't expect many people here because many people are still sleeping. I have some nice drinks here. Let me relax. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Welcome to this video. We have to decode the embassy, honestly. If you go to the embassy and you don't know why the embassy is asking you that question, first of all, you have to know why the embassy is asking that question. If you do not know why the embassy is asking that question, obviously, there's a problem. That's number one. Number two, I think you need to have the ability to read their minds. And I will explain why. Because I think most people go there with the knowledge they have, thinking they have all the answers. In life, you have to be able to read minds. All of us, in every situation you find yourself in life, learn how to read minds. It will help you a lot. I've had sometimes situations where I have to face people at work. And because of my ability to read minds, I've saved myself from some situations. So if I walk in an office and I read the body language and I listen carefully to the person on the other side and I pay attention to the words they are saying, trust me, they are telling you their minds. Never, ever, ever take for granted what's coming at people from people's mouths. Wherever someone is speaking from their mouth, is coming from the mind. And some of us lack that ability to correlate what is from the mouth and what is in the mind. Now, some people can play games. They mean something else in the mind, but they are saying something else by the mouth. So this is what I want us to understand. But for the most part, the people you meet who have no relationship to you, they don't know you, most of the time they are speaking their truth from their mind. And it's your responsibility to understand what they are trying to tell you. Going back to my situation, I can't say where, but I've been in a situation at work where I was able to rescue myself from wasting time. You can go to a meeting and people have called you and you wonder, why did they call me? So instead of talking, you look in their eyes, give them time, let them talk. After they talk, make that decision. Okay? In this situation, I decided to walk away and they never knew why I walked away. In my mind, I felt like it was a waste of my time. Okay? Now, I'm not saying you walk away from the embassy, but it will help you how to respond to the questions. If they're in a good mood and you don't capture that mood, you might lose it because they're trying to be nice to you. They're trying to make you relaxed and you can't even capture that. You have no clue. We have to know how to read people's minds to succeed in life. Okay? But having said that, the title today is Decoding the Embassy. Welcome. Remember to subscribe. How do we decode the embassy? Apart from the body language, we have to know what is in our application. Okay? So that when we know what is in our application, we will prepare better to go to the embassy. Most of my videos are inspired. They are inspired by followers. Trust me, I do this every day. And I love some of you who've come. You're saying hi, Janet, Caroline, Paddy, Kenneth, and everyone else. Okay? Most of the topics are inspired by followers here. Okay? So a follower came to me today. Okay? And they were explaining to me their experience in the embassy. And I could clearly read where the problem was. And I was like, if you came to me personally, I would have advised you not to go to the embassy. Why? Because most of the problems, you guys see them before you go, but you choose to go anyway. For some reason, you think maybe they do not have the ability to see the problem you have. Maybe your bank statement has a problem. You still think they will not be able to see. You know very well there's a problem, but you still take yourself there, hoping and praying that they will not see that. Maybe the degree you chose is questionable, but you still choose to go there thinking they will not see that. Okay, I love my followers. Let me give you an example. Of course, I never mentioned names, but I use true and tested examples to make you understand how serious these things are. As you well know, I've done many videos. Many people enjoy my videos, especially when preparing for the embassy. And I can't stress enough, many of them are successful. Many people are successful when they watch because they have a general outline, what the law says. They go to the embassy, they know why those questions are being asked, and they are able to answer the right way. And that is the right thing to do. You can't just walk in the embassy haphazardly without knowing what the embassy is looking for. Those I know, generally speaking, people have watched the videos and gone and come back and told me successfully they were able to get visas. But let's talk about these people who think they can watch general videos and go to the embassy and pass. And I don't believe that is true. These are people who still have small issues or big issues, okay, in their applications. Let me give you an example of a follower who came to me after watching all these videos, but still believed, Janet, I am not going to take a chance. I better discuss with someone else, not just Janet Rangi, but someone else that I trust to see what they see. Trust me, sometimes you need to discuss with your parents, discuss with your sisters, discuss with friends that you think you can trust, and let them see what you see. Because sometimes you think hiding is helping you, but it's not helping you. So this one decided, I've watched Janet, I have done my research, I think I've done my best. Okay, and if you're listening to me, I think I have to use the example of the education so it makes sense. Of course, I will never use names, but of course, if she's the one listening, she will know it's her. I don't care because she got a visa. She was one of my consultations, but it's good for me to use such examples for the sake of the community, surely. Most of these people give me permission to use the examples, but not names. Never, ever, ever. So you will never know who it is. This is the example, okay? So one of my followers came to me. She was doing an online course in allied health. Write down. Which course? Allied health. Online, an American school. So they are still back home in the Sunshine Continent. I will not say which continent, of course. I mean which country. But they were back home. But they managed to enroll as international students doing a course in allied health. Okay? Masters in allied health. All right? Now, they have a basic degree in education. I changed that a little bit to mask who it is, okay? They have a basic education, bachelor's in education, all right? So they choose to go back to school for a master's in what? Education, perfect. Are you getting that scenario? Bachelor's education, now they're applying for a master's in education. That is perfect, obviously. But before they went to the embassy, they were doing in the same school allied health, meaning their chances of getting a visa are good because they're already doing, they've paid fees and they are doing online courses. So that is a strong application. Okay, so they come to me, Janet, da, 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 da. So we go through, I'm seeing good things, I'm seeing the confidence, I'm seeing the communication skills, everything looks good. But I come to the conclusion, I say, okay, everything looks good, but I'm seeing what the embassy will see. Decoding the embassy. Decoding the embassy is the title, okay? We have to decode them. I'm decoding the embassy in this scenario. The embassy is going to question, okay? You are a teacher in education, okay? You're going for a master's in education. Why are you doing this online health? Online applied health, masters. So what is the connection? The embassy obviously is going to ask. Some of you in this situation, you will know it's a problem, but you will still insist on going to the embassy. You know it's a problem. So decoding the embassy is not some kind of magic. It's not some kind of a shadow. It's not some kind of you have to bring these things from the dark. It's not a situation where you have to pray. Well, pray. But preparation is the best asset you have. Okay? So I said, you know what? Since we can't change anything, let's prepare, because this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. Number two, I saw a problem with the bank statement. I said, okay, I see a problem with the bank statement. The rest of the questions, of course, we discussed well. Okay, what takes you there? Why America? Why this school? How did you find about this school? How many colleges did you apply? Why this course? Okay, how are you going to pay? Common questions. Exactly. You go to the embassy, what Janet has just say, rewind the video. True questions. These ones I just told you, they'll come. You will not miss any of those questions if they have time for you. So this decoding embassy, by the way, you have to keep in mind, is on a day where the embassy is giving you time. I am not saying on a day where they don't care. They are busy and they'll give you one question. And on a day where, hello, what takes you there? So there's a conversation. So let's go to these two questions. Now, this is what we discussed. We pounded, and I made sure she repeated over and over again. I said, you tell me, what will you say? So she gave me her answers. I'm like, that's not a good answer. Okay. I remember I was together with a family member and they were laughing at me saying, Janet, don't be too direct. I said, no, I don't like that answer. So we pounded, and we practiced. I said, what do you think you're going to say? So we came to a conclusion. And to me, I said, okay, in my opinion, I don't think you have any answers. Unless you change to your master's to become allied health and say, you've always wanted to do allied health and now you're going to do allied health. Right now, it looks confusing. You're in education, allied health education. So you're confusing the embassy. But since you're not willing to change, let us come up with an answer that will work. So we decided like this, okay? In allied health right now, that was the quickest admission I could get. But to be quite honest, I'm using that to do my general requirements for social work. How many of you know general requirements? If you're in America or you're outside, you know what general requirements are. Prerequisites. Even you know them. You just call them differently. How many of you went to university, maybe for accounting, for education, for biology? The first year, you are meeting people from all departments because all of you need English 101. All of you need math analysis. All of you need statistics, maybe. All of you need psychology. You need sociology. So you are meeting in the same classes. It's only after second year, third year that people start branching into their engineering. Those in nursing start going here. Those in biology start going into their concentrated areas. But the first year, most of you meet in the same classes. That is what we call general requirements. In America, we call them prerequisites. I say, to me, the only way you can run away from this problem is to say, hey, look, allied health looked very easy for you to fit in quicker, and the semester was available. To be quite honest, you picked it so you can just spend time to do general requirements, which you plan to move to social work anyway. You are going to drop allied health like a hot potato. Of course, she didn't tell the embassy hot potato, but you get the point. You have to be creative. That was a difficult answer, but we have to practice and practice. And I told her, use even the American language. Don't say general requirements. Say prerequisites. Speak American. Okay? You say, you know what? Being a first year, it doesn't matter which course I take. I picked it just to get my general requirements because it was the most available. It was available that semester I was looking for. So I'm doing general requirements. I'm not taking any core. I'm not taking any core courses. I'm not taking any core courses in allied health. I'm just doing the general requirements so that when I start my program face to face, I'll move them to social work, because that has always been my interest since I was a child until master's. I want to do, wherever, education. My interest was education. I want to continue with education. But the reason I chose allied health, it was available during the summer. I wanted to start class, but I've not picked any courses in allied health. Number two, of course, we spoke about the bank statement. And the bank statement, I will not go into the details. You have to watch my videos for bank statement. As we speak, she arrived in America 2 weeks ago. Whom did she call first, Janet? Surprise! Decoding the embassy. Janet, yes. Can I tell you something? Yes. Okay. The embassy. The first one question, the two questions were exactly, Janet, the two questions we had a problem with. are the same questions the embassy had a problem with. Okay, decoding the embassy, decoding the embassy. And I'm not saying I'm a magician. I'm not saying she's a magician. All I'm saying is the things you think they don't have eyes, they have eyes. You think that they don't have ears, they have ears. So stop taking those problems for granted. You either change them or you face them or, just do away with them. That is the truth, my friends. You have paid 160 for appointment fee. You've paid 350 for service fee. Okay, you've put in your time and effort. Okay, you've put your hopes and dreams in that appointment. Then you go and just mess up. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Do not take the embassy for granted. These are smart people. You are not going to play games and think you can lie, you can run away from it. Face the problem squarely. In this case, we knew there was a problem and we faced it clearly, courageously, and prepared appropriately. Do you understand? And you know what she told me? They didn't ask any other questions because she pounded the problem area was solved. The embassy was saying, okay, good, good, good. But why? But as soon as they asked that question, the applicant was ready. The applicant was what? Ready to answer. They were convinced. They are Americans. They know that everyone can do general requirements. Anyone can do prerequisites. Okay, doctors can be the same class as teachers. It doesn't matter. Everyone needs 101 English. Everyone needs math analysis. Everyone needs maybe history of Texas. So you are all in the same class. Okay, so that is the answer I gave her. I'm not saying most of you now, if you have that problem, use that answer. You have to go to janetrangi.com or come to janetrangi67@gmail.com and I will dissect your personal situation. Because some of you, you are having issues with that. And me, I'm telling you, you have to learn how to decode the embassy, their body language. And let me tell you this story, even me, it happened to me. I decoded them. He told me, move, move. He was angry. I apologized. I said, I'm sorry. I moved back. He nodded, meaning I agree with you. Very good. By the time I reached there, I read his mind. So we were friends. We were not friends, but our communication was at par. I've done a video to tell you that you have to put yourself in a situation where your communication is at par. Janet, they only asked me one question. They only asked me one question. They did not see any meaningful discussion from the way you are communicating. You are not communicating at a master's level. You are not communicating at a degree level. There is no meaningful discussion. Truth. True. You have to be able to decode these people. You have to be able to read their minds. If you do not read their minds, okay, let me tell you one example. And most of you know. Personally, me being in this country, I've done many exams. Many years I've done exams. Okay? Licensing exams, exams in school. It reaches a point where when you sit for an exam and they ask that exam, if the question comes and you do not know why you are answering that question, you are not prepared. Maybe 20% of the questions you will not know why you're answering them. But for the most questions, you will be able to know why you're answering that question. That means you're understanding. That means you've grasped the knowledge of that course. Is it a safety question? Are they testing my knowledge on safety? Are they testing my knowledge on priority? Are they testing me on knowledge? Are they testing me on memorization? Are they testing me on research? Are they testing me on leadership? If you are not able to recognize the question, especially here in America, you're failing. And how do you recognize by preparation, honestly? Most of their questions are, a Q&A, question and answer. They look simple and I like it, but they will make you read. And you read with a purpose, okay? You know that this question, they are testing my safety, my friends. And let me use a quick example of why you should know why you're answering a question, okay? In the embassy, how do you know we'll go back? Because I have the employer who wrote me a letter and you present the letter. Now you think, they just asked me a question and I happen to have the letter. No, you did not happen to have the letter. You are just following the law because the law says you have to show that you have compelling reasons to go back. So by you determining that that question was testing me, whether I'll go back or not. Now, look at a person who has never met Janet Rangi, who has never prepared for the embassy, who just woke up and went to the embassy. How do you know we'll go back? Honestly, growing up, America has always been a good country. And if I see good opportunities, I don't plan to go back. This person is innocent, and you laugh. I know some of you are laughing because you become so smart. Raise your hand if you are laughing at that question. Don't laugh at that question. That question is very realistic. Trust me. There are many people who wake up and go to the embassy. They deny a lot. They deny a lot. No, we are not prepared. Okay? There are people who will answer that question thinking they are doing themselves a favor by saying, growing up, I heard America is a good place and I just want to stay there and be like my aunt who went there and never came back. You think you are doing America a favor by saying good things. That means you are not prepared. You have not even prepared yourself to know what the law says. The law says that anyone coming to the United States on a temporary visa has the intent of coming and never going back. Therefore, it's up to the applicant to give compelling reasons why they'll go back. And you are busy telling them how you'll stay. Okay? Another perfect example that gets even the most educated of educated. They marry American citizens. Then they are back home. The American citizens who takes the plane, goes and marries them. Then they go and take a visiting visa. Okay, I'm going to visit my wife. I'm going to visit my fiance. I'm going to visit my husband who is an American citizen. And they think they're making a very important point. Okay, and the embassy is looking at them like, really, don't you know the law of a temporary visa? We are not looking at the American citizen. The American citizen is safe and sound in America. You are the problem. You are not an American, so the law applies to you. So you are telling us your compelling ties are in America instead of giving us compelling ties in the Sunshine Continent. And you say, well, then how they should be able to protect Americans? They are. That's why they have something called a marriage visa. So why are you applying for a visiting visa? And if you apply for a visiting visa, you should be able to separate the two. Do not say that you are going to visit them. How about you're just going to Wonderland? How you will separate and convince and overcome that, I don't know how you'll overcome that. Most of the time, you might not be able to overcome because there's a section that will ask you, okay, if you have a relative in America, and you better say the truth. In that case, I will say, yeah, my wife is there. I might drop to see her, but we are not ready to settle. I have some business to deal with in Florida. I plan to fly and see her for 2 days, but I have to finish my job and apply for a marriage visa. You might be able to get away with. Don't you think that's a compelling reason? I'm just saying it's not impossible, but don't fail the exam because you do not have the knowledge. They know that a marriage visa might take longer, but these days, honestly, a visiting visa is taking longer than even a green card. But I'm just saying those days, when the marriage visa was taking too long, the green card, people will go and ask for a visiting visa, thinking, meanwhile, as we wait, I can go see my wife. Meanwhile, as we wait, I can go and see my fiance, not knowing that they are making a mistake. Now, Janet is here telling you have to know the law. And they go by one law, and they will not tell you why they denied you. You think, I was so nice. I was so prepared. I was on time. I did the DS 160 very well. I did it. Hey, in fact, my American citizen wife is even in the military. Thinking now that is special. Well, it is very special. But they still have to follow the law. Your compelling reason should be where? In your home country, not in America. And if they're in America, then don't take a temporary visa. Take a permanent visa where they clearly know your intent. Your intent is to migrate permanently and go live with your husband. Go and live with your American relative. That is very clear. That is why the law says there's a law for temporary visas. There's a law for permanent visas. So we have to decode the embassy. Okay, we have to read their minds. Okay, the most common, I tell people, good morning. Good morning, how are you? I am not putting myself in that situation. What if they say they don't answer? I have to be able to read their minds. Are they smiling? If they're smiling, I'm going to match their moods and I'm going to deliver. But if they're the ones who will happen to say, how are you? Hey, I will run with that question. Oh, I'm so nervous today. I came to the embassy. Of course, this is the American embassy. I've heard a lot about the American embassy. I am nervous, but I hope to perform very well today. Oh, I'm so nervous because the last time I came here, I was denied. But today I'm thinking very positively. I think I'm prepared this time. Last time I was panicking, but today I am hoping for the best. You've opened a conversation. You are trying to be light, a light moment. You are being human. You are having a conversation. They can feel like they can talk with you at par. Okay? But you have to, down. What is your answer? A, B. See, oh, here in this one, we have no meaningful data. Oh, where's the green slip? Pink slip? Denied. Okay? I'm not saying you no. I'm not giving you answers. I'm just giving you food for thought. Food for thought. I love your comments. Volume, please. Someone says, Caroline is tuned in. Kenneth is tuned in. Oluwole is tuned in. James, Kenneth, okay. Biachi, Godwin, how are you? Francis, Andrew, all of you. I love you for coming today. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful week. Okay, mine, I plan to have a wonderful week. Learn to read people's minds. It will save you from many, many situations. I know personally it has saved me from many, many situations, including the embassy. Okay, the embassy, the person who was going to interview me was angry at me because I was not looking at him and listening. But when our eyes met, I was like, I'm so sorry, I apologize. And I moved behind and I could see he was very happy with me. So by the time he met with me, he felt like we are at par. This is someone I can strike a conversation with. So he started with a joke. You understand? Maybe because he knows he was not very nice to me, but my reaction was very good. Okay, I've been in situations at work where people thought they would catch me, okay, by being maybe mean, trying to introduce topics that are irrelevant to me. What do? I shut my mouth. I look into their eyes. I give them time to talk. As soon as they finish talking, I walk out of the office. I'm like, this is no. Instead of wasting time thinking, you cannot sit there convincing people who have made up their minds. You are wasting your time. It's good to read human beings, understand their mindset, and save yourself some time. Okay? Don't put yourself in situations because you're not you are behaving as if you are not educated. Okay, so please learn people's minds. Today's topic is very interesting. You have to learn how to decode the embassy, read their minds, understand the gray areas, know when to smile, know when to introduce yourself. Okay, know why they're asking those questions. How do you know? By watching Janet Rangi videos, of course. If you need one-on-one, of course, Janet Rangi 67@gmail.com. People come and we dissect their situation one by one. But most of you watch the videos, do it yourself, which most of you decide to do it yourself. Okay, although some of you learn the hard way and you still come. And Janet loves you. Okay, the second time we strike it hard. Okay, we realize that cheap is expensive sometimes. And then we come to Janet and solve that situation. Who else has come? Okay, Caroline, I see your question. That is not hard. Because it's harder when you're still out. When you're in America, things are a little bit easier. Okay? Good luck, guys. Good luck. I love this vitamin C. It's not an advertisement. But I just like, this is what I'm drinking. You'll think it's juice, but usually it's vitamin C. It's good for infections, anything. It prevents colds, flu, wherever. I don't know. I like it. No? I will see in the next video. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Asanteni sana. Zikomo. Have a wonderful week. Subscribe. JanetRangi.com. Who else has a comment? Hello. Oui. Andrew. Listening to you, I'm assured of positivity. All right. Thank you so much. And this is a bonus. In my emails, someone in the Middle East got a visa and came here. Dubai, Qatar. Janet, tell your people right now, it looks like I told 4 of my friends and they all got visas. I don't know if they're watching Janet or what he meant is what. So I'm just here to break the news. I'm just a messenger. And then another one today called me and say, yeah, Janet, there's someone who told me they're giving a lot of visiting visas. So just to break news, I'm just a messenger. And that's why I went to the page yesterday and say, from experience, people who've been denied twice, 3, 4 times are getting visas. What is going on? I don't know. We will find out if that is true. If that is true, we are very encouraged. Okay, because these planes, before the pandemic, they used to drop all these people around the world. They will come and provide services and leave their money here. The reality must be hitting in. And now people know that they need people to make money and make economy strong. See you in the next video. Subscribe. Oh, Ui, thank you. You pronounced my name perfectly. I thought I was making a mistake. Thank you for that reassurance. I love you so much. I will see you in the next video. I don't want to end with 30 minutes. Bye-bye, guys. I love you so much. Subscribe. Bye.